Need to pay me. I kiss your lady. Then kiss the baby. Get situated. Get keys off table and leave her. I really made it. Get it made. Won't wrestle cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a chef. I want a Ferrari in yellow. Just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got more bars than a penitentiary. I got a that hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Vikings going up against the Eagles. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a former first-rounder out of Florida State, E.J. Manuel.
And while things haven't gone exactly as planned for E.J. Manuel, he did have a big all-star week, which led him to first-round status. People see that size, that frame, that arm talent. All they want to see now is consistency.
Here's Manuel. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Okay, Charles, the Vikings offensive starters, a former Ole Miss Rebel is a guy to watch, and that's Laquan Treadwell.
No doubt about it, and when you look at his speed, forget it. All right, just throw out that time stuff. Watch his play speed. He plays the game really fast and big and aggressively. They want to call him Megaquan. If he plays to that, he'll really help this Vikings team.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Manuel. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
They'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go. 3-19.
The first down carry here for Charles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle there by Mark Barron. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there, and it's 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
All right, here we go.
Here's Charles. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, it's Charles again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hey, slow down. Now let's go.
Charles. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They run. Charles. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right around the 8. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Philadelphia after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Hill. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Nigel Bradham brings him down. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on third down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe get him into space and throw it to him.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. This is Hill. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 43. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 49 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast. But it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's Manuel. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd down. Gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Manuel. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Finding time. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Here we go now. 3-19. Hot 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 58 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
They accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? And they'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be first down Vikings. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye. On third down, here's Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles take possession. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the corner, Tremaine Brock. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Here's Manuel. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And his kick is right there. It's good, And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Eagles will look to keep the pressure on in the second half. The Vikings are coming off a bad game, and they haven't been able to get out of that funk here today. All right, let's roll the highlights. 1st and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and that goes as a 50-yard touchdown. They strike first in the half. Eagles on 2nd and 7. The quick pass and completion is made, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Set. Blue landing. No. Check. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Now Manuel. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tie it right. 4 down, check.
They come out here in the eye. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Double tight. 4 down, check. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The play clock's running down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that is incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded inside the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Charles, the lone setback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Again, it's Charles. And some room to work. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Tackle made there by Sharif Floyd.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Donnie Jones now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A dump off now to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Here's Manuel. And this is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball. Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
No, check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line!
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Four down. Watch it now, boy. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Gun. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Manuel, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They begin the drive with Charles. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one. Deep left. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. Really, the only thing left here to figure out is whether or not they can finish off the shutout, because the game, that's out of the question.
And unlike baseball, where you never mention the possibility of a no-hitter until it actually occurs, in this case, they can see a shutout is within grasp. That's what they're talking about out there right now. Don't give up any points. Let's finish this thing off.
How big is that for a defense to take a shutout into the next week?
It's absolutely huge. You just feel better about everything that you do, everything about your teammates, everything about your squad. It's massive.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.